Okay, so it's been a couple of days since the Jordan Peterson protest down at Queen's University, and I would like to respond and give a recount of my involvement down at the event. I wanted to make a proper video, but the clips that I gathered from the internet, they don't work properly with my video editor, and I haven't made videos in almost a year now, so I'm completely out of practice with how you manage to work any of that stuff and update it. I really don't care to go and study it all again, so I figured I'll just play a number of the clips that I've gathered here, and I'll give you a running commentary on things, how I remember them as they went down, and you can draw whatever conclusions you want from it. Yes, I am the guy, girl, trans, whatever you want to call me. It really doesn't matter to me anymore. I was the one down in Queens with my attention getter. This hat was given to me by a friend from Afghanistan. He served in the military, he fought, and he got blown up by a bomber, but he's all right, so don't worry about that. It's not really important. People just assume that I wear this hat just to be racist, but some of my friends actually have given blood and body parts fighting ISIS and other terrorists, so it's more to support people. I don't even know if I should have mentioned it, but here's the big scary hat that everybody doesn't like. All right, so let's try to get on with this. The first video here.
Sorry.
Just lower the volume a little bit. This is one that I found on the internet. There's not too much here. This is more of a meme style video, which I even find funny. You'll see me here in a moment when they make fun of me. I was scanning the crowd here, walking up, reading some signs, having a couple of talks with the ones who wish to talk to me. Here I am. I went over and I visited Lobster Man, gave him a thumbs up because I thought he was really funny. Yeah, the shit all over me there, that's paint. That was a shirt that I wore to a painting job. These ones here, they just got kicked out. They were the ones who stormed the stage, the two that walked out with the flag. I don't care what anybody says about Lobster Man. That's funny to me. I really think that's funny. Oh, here I am. Another appearance. I missed it. I don't know if you can see my mouse. There I am, just standing there, mind my own business. Security was already up and dealing with this crew as best they could. They're vastly outnumbered. There's one, two, I think that's a third one. There was only a maximum of 4 or 5 guards I saw outside, aside from the ones parked across the road. I think there was some more mingling out of uniform. There was actually some people having some discussions in this crowd, but you can't hear anything over all the yelling. I was down in the corner, just minding my own business. They started banging on the windows. I shouldn't say smashing. Yes, these are the two that came out, and everybody started cheering because they managed to get in and storm the stage. And I don't think there's anything more interesting with this video, so I'm just going to fast forward through. I'm really bummed that I didn't get in there. I really wanted to see the speech. So that's about it for the first video. Now let's look at number 2. There I am again from behind, mingling. They're not really all too focused on me yet. I can you can watch this video, you can see they'll start flipping off the cameraman behind me.
Shame on you!
Shouting at us.
Shame on you!
There really wasn't too much going on, just your typical yelling and screeching.
Who's campus? I think that was my favorite.
I don't know who was behind me. There's Lobster Man again. I think that's my shoulder again, I'm not sure. I'm sorry I got in the way of some of these guys trying to film. I believe that's Garrote Lady. I can't say for sure. Oh, there I am, coming over when they start banging on the door. Another security guy. So as you can see, I'm not running around throwing fists at people like people are claiming. Oh, this is an interesting video. This one shows some more of me near the end. I don't know what happened, because eventually I got tired of standing there listening to all the noise, and I walked back over to the other door, which was vacant save for the one security guard. And after a while, they, for some reason, they decided to come along and crowd me at that door. I don't know what they were. Some of them actually managed to push past security and get into the door, and then they promptly were removed. Yeah, here we are back at the other door. This is when half the group broke off and went around to the back to try to block everybody in. I really wish I had gone around to that point and saw what was going on with that. Oh, yeah, here's an interesting part where it's starting to get spicy. I'll have to pause it here so you can hear me. Yeah, this is a lie. I never said any of them weren't native. Nice face, by the way. Yeah, hate is not welcome. Look at, don't they look lovely and peaceful? They love everybody. Apparently, I'm a Nazi. Is that right? I would like anybody to gather proof that I am a Nazi, because the Nazis, neo-Nazis, whatever, they don't like me either. We really don't get along too well. Now, on to the spicy bits. Now, this is where I was arguing with some of the ones who decided to get in my face, and this is past the point where somebody pressed the flag up against me, and they punched me in the stomach and in the side, and managed to land a kick to the groin, and I've got a little bruise, just a little tiny one, which I don't know if you can see. It's not some great dire wound or anything, it's just proof that somebody did actually hit me low. And I never even really noticed it until last night. But there was 3 of them in front of me holding a flag, and one in a mask and a bandana mask and sunglasses and a hoodie, who I believe is the one who actually led the assault on me, but there's no video evidence of that part. The only footage I have found so far is after I had sat there and shrugged off 3 different assaults, and it comes in here. You can see them touching me in the face. Oh, I think one of them was telling me about how they were gonna smash the colony and tear down the state and all that stuff. And what I responded to that was some of it's caught here, some of it's kind of not nice, like, oh, I hope you like living in teepees or something like that. What I was saying to them was, you want to tear down all the institutions, you want to tear down the state, you want to tear everything down. And I said, so does that mean you don't want any of the modern medicine or the knowledge, the technology, like cars, computers, buses, all those types of things? And they they weren't having it. One of them eventually puts their hand over my mouth, and I just brushed that away. I think they knocked my hat off the first time. Well, we'll see it here. I think they knocked my hat off the first time, and I didn't do anything in response. I just backed off and put my hat back on. And eventually one of them decides to spit on me, which is the little masked bandana warrior. You can see just the tip of her head hiding behind this other one. Yeah, they're telling me to back off. Yeah, after you've been assaulted a few times, your patience starts to run thin. I think I was talking for that part. I said I don't get to point at people, but they get to slap me in the face and flick me in the face and punch me in the stomach and kick me in the balls. And I think I challenged them and pointed over towards the other side of the fence if they wanted to take it up over there away from the security. I wish you could hear anything. There's our little masked bandana warrior right here. Okay, that was the first time they knocked my hat off. I even made a joke with this guy here. I ended up turning to him after he wore out both of his arms, and I said, "Oh, it's better than a shake weight." And he laughed and said, "Yeah." So you can see I put my hat back on. I'm still not reaching for anybody, cussing anybody out. I'm scanning the crowd, waiting to see if any of these black bloc guys show up, like the ungovernables who ransacked all over Hamilton just recently. Now, if you go back here, you can see the one in the mask pull her mask down and spit in my face. And that's when I really started to lose my temper. Where is it? There she goes. She took me right in the eyes. It was all over my nose and my mouth, too. Now, I'm pretty sure the part that the most of you are interested in is this one. And this video comes in after they spat in my face. I had taken my glasses off and I wiped them down. Quite a fair bit of time actually passes between that last video and this one, because I stood there for quite a while. And I issued a very stern verbal warning that they were not going to get away with keeping up their assaults on me. So I'm pretty sure this is the only part of the video that any of you care to see. So
I don't care if you're a man, woman, or in between. Do that again. I fucking dare you.
Get off my way, you fucking racist!
you can still see me wiping spit off my glasses here. And you can see I'm still not swinging at people. Alright, here comes the good part that y'all love.
Shame on misogyny! You want to take the gender equality? Shame on misogyny! Shame on misogyny!
Security actually pulled me back behind them and they wouldn't let me come forward, so I had to basically just stand there. These poor guards. I feel so bad for them. At least more of them had showed up by then. Now, I actually have another angle of that exact same video. God, I hate that wooden noise clacker. I gotta say, when I reached out and grabbed that little Antifa looking one, I wish I had held on to her longer and taken the mask and the glasses off of her face so that we could expose who she is. Because it's the ones like that that are the agitators. They use these little cover tactics to make sure that no video is found of them punching and kicking people. So I don't have anything to go on with that, but I've got evidence here that she was the instigator and the aggressor. And I just wish that I had either pulled her up out of the group to get her alone, or I had taken the mask off of her and the glasses so that everybody could see her face. But I was kind of wound up by that point. But at least I had the presence of mind to not just start throwing haymakers at a bunch of college girls, because I guess my inner white knight is still too strong. Although it's being tested, I gotta admit. Known white supremacist, huh? I would love you to prove it. If you want to debate my views and my opinions, you're welcome. I've got various mediums for contact. I can even show up downtown somewhere. And I got one more. There's not too much else, really. There's the broken window with the blood stains. The one who did that was arrested and had a garrote wire on her. That's an assassination weapon. There's no defensive purpose for a weapon like that. I'd love to see what this guy has. Yeah, there's really not too much new to talk about here.
See the one in the back with the hat on, the face hat? That's who they're talking to. Did he swing? I didn't see the swing, but all I saw were them going after him.
Yeah, I'm down over here somewhere. There I am here again. Which kind of defeats the narrative where I just start running in and yelling in people's faces and start swinging fists all over the place, if you ask me. I actually wandered around and had some nice discussions with some various people, both pro and against Peterson, and some of them, the ones that were willing to talk to me, they, even when they didn't agree with Peterson or what he had to say, they were quite civil and said that they didn't have any right to shut him down. His speech matters just as much as theirs, and I have to commend that. That's my view. Like, everybody should have the right to speak, whether or not their views are controversial or supported or not. And that also means that I sadly have to defend people like Nazis and communists who spout all their terrible, terrible stuff that I just honestly hate. the line is drawn when things get violent. So with that said, that doesn't mean that when somebody brings violence to you that you have to stand around and just take it. I have a right and a duty to defend myself, and I won't apologize for it. So you can come to whatever conclusions you want about that. There's not really too much more I can say that I can think of right here. If somebody wants to come up and ask me some questions. Now, if anybody happens to have any information on this lady here, I would welcome it, because she is the main aggressor, and I'm pretty sure I admit that it's conjecture or speculation or whatever word I'm looking for, that she was the one who pressed forward through this flag and punched me down here and kicked me in the groin. And judging by her actions, she was the only one who we had the video of her laying hands on me. I'm pretty sure she was the one who was attacking. And she had her bandana up over her face and her glasses down. And that's just typical Antifa style. I've seen it all over the internet, and I'm pretty sure if this video gains any traction, it'll be perfectly in line with what everybody else has seen. So that's it for now. I don't really know what all else to say, so hopefully people take interest in this. I'm just gonna end it here and wish y'all safe and happy journeys, I guess. I might see you later. I might not. I don't know. I quit YouTube for a reason, so I don't know if I'll be back. Anybody wants to talk to me about whatever, I've got various mediums to be reached by. I'm on Facebook. You can contact me on my YouTube, and I've just started a Reddit page. I have no clue how to operate Reddit, but I just started it. I'm banned from Twitter, so I can't even post anything there, but people can easily find me. I took the one picture of me at the door here with the security guards, and it's my profile header, so I'm not too hard to find. I think I might actually start up a public page if that helps, so take it easy.